I follow the quiet footsteps.
But yeah, you head in the direction.
Hark! Quiet footsteps.
So you see a very nice manor-looking building appear before you, and he ushers you inside of his house very quickly. And you see that you are now in Ricky's manor.
Okay, here they are. I'll need the one from you as well, Bob. The doll that I got from Scabatha.
Oh, right, yeah.
They have something to do with like a record, like a receipt of transactions the hags have made.
One of us has got to take one for the team.
Snot rockets out some lube.
And I shove it up my nose?
You try and shove it up your nose. This thing is large, so you can try.
Rob, it's not going to work.
What are you doing?
Come on, Baradun.
We had a green screen moment when I first gave you these dolls, where we had like 10 tips and tricks of you guys and what you can do with your dolls, and every one of you said, you could shove it up your butt. And I was like, I'm gonna make them do that, as like that's the genuine canon way that they're going to finally learn how this thing happens. Wow. They have to shove a Leathill doll up their butt.
Because I guess it doesn't matter whose memory it goes into, because we'll be transferring it.
We're doing it. Okay, so I imagine
that's canon.
So like you can see
I bend over a table and go, right!
No, I kind of go, like I'm about to put it up my nose, and then I look to Ricky as...
It's like the opposite of the Total Recall moment where they've fallen the thing over.
Well, but I look to Ricky as in like what my eyes are conveying is this the right thing to do?
It might be.
Try your mouth first.
I think you need to put it...
Yeah, try the mouth first, for sure.
You need to get the memory inside of your body so that it's part of your body.
And I don't really want to eat it, so like there's like a redness of shame, like kind of like goes across Baradun's face, and I assume there's some like maybe one of those.
I get my cloak and I just
one of those clothing divider.
Screen.
These got a clothing divider changing screen, and like I kind of like really there's shame on my face.
I just walk up to him. Guidance.
And I walk around like kind of. There's already a bit of shame and like regret on my face.
I pour him a drink.
In my hand is the doll with the stuff.
Nobody's
on
gonna
it.
think any less. And
I walk behind the screen.
It's not possible.
And you hear just like my cloak shuffling. and then I walk out from behind the screen and I don't have the doll in hand anymore.
So, you gonna?
Oh, really? Oh. Wow.
Baradun.
Is there another way?
Would you like to use my modesty cloak?
Yeah.
Don't look. Easy does it.
Baradun, you feel weird.
And not only like I do, I feel weird.
You feel weird.
Yeah.
What did you learn about it?
Well, you start to black out.
Oh God.
You get tunnel vision.
The sensation is so intense.
It's so intense. You get the tunnel vision. Everything goes dark. Everything goes black, and then your senses are no longer your own, as you are now watching through a first-person view. As you look down at your hands and see that you're Leathill, and you reach a shaky hand up and knock on a heavy wooden door in a dark, damp stone corridor. Can I have a...
Sorry, did you say Leathill? This is the layout memory.
He is Leathill as he's doing these things.
Well, he's stuck it up his butt, so now he's got the memory.
Yeah, he's got the
What? No, everybody knows how...
You come out of that thing just like slightly awkwardly walking.
This is going to be
It's probably quite
just a
sharp.
perception check, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to heal wounds after this. I think.
He's got pointy ears enough.
17 plus 1, 18.
All right, you recognise the architecture of the door and the corridor that you're in as part of the Palace of Heart's Desires.
Palace of Heart's Desires.
Oh, what's he doing there?
It's like that figurine there.
Who is this figurine? The door opens and you see a bulbous-eyed, frog-faced woman with scraggy hair behind it with a big hunch. She goes, "Well, howdy! What brings you to our cozy little workshop at this present moment?"
Can you just do Baradun's face while he's witnessing this? Or what do we see Barad doing? Like...
He's Macaulay Culkin.
That's the thumbnail.
You hear yourself say in Leathill's voice,
"He's Culkin in it."
think this is all part of it. It's quite a normal reaction when you're reliving memories. It shouldn't take too much longer, I think. I wouldn't.
Save the children! Looks kind of fun.
You hear yourself saying in Laethel's voice, "What the hell am I doing? Am I really resorting to hags?" You seem to be shaken and you feel nervous and like it's a last resort, like it's a less.
Am I feeling his feelings?
You're feeling his
So
feelings.
Laethel was hesitant to do this.
Seems like it. You look down at your long, slender hands shaking. You clasp them beneath your robes behind your back as you try to steel yourself to cross the threshold. Come on, love, you walked in here all confident and proud. Did you lose your bravado? You hear from inside. That's the voice of Scabatha.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. It's like, I get so many voices.
He'll enter when he's ready. There is a lot we are going to discuss.
Is that right, Belandra? Well, you better come inside, sugar. We can help each other out. You realize it's too late to turn back now. Your mind jolts to young Baradun and is followed by a wave of mixed emotions. You are furious that he has been appointed to High Sorcerer instead of you. You are scared that the Council have made such an unorthodox decision to appoint such a young man. You're jealous of his power. You're also worried for his safety.
What?
What will the hags do to him if he makes this deal? Will they kill him? You couldn't put his family through that, not after experiencing what it's like to lose someone. And within this memory, you have a flash of a memory of an elven woman being killed in a home invasion.
We're not going to kill him.
A voice interrupts, answering your thoughts and snapping you from your reverie. You're standing now in a small, unassuming stone workshop in the dungeon of this otherwise lavish and opulent palace. On the bench to the left is a half-worked children's toy and some wood-carving tools. On a bench to the right is a half-finished marionette puppet and a stack of plays. And on the middle bench, a gruesome scene of several fishers' last moments, punctuated with sharpened butcher's tools. You're not going to kill him, you stammer, relieved that there will be a non-violent end to this. Galathak was tough enough on you, even with you going to troubles to keep him alive and appeasing your own conscience that way.
No, we are not.
But you came to us for a reason, didn't you? So let's get on with it, shall we, sugar? And her froggy hand reaches out and closes the door behind you. Over the next little while, the scene plays out for you that Scabatha, Hag of the Past, took the memory of his mother being killed and all of the moments of trauma that followed that event in his past. Without the first-hand memories of what it's like to lose someone, he wasn't as likely to hold back on killing others. Bavlorna, Hag of the Present.
Sorry. Are we talking about removing memories from Baradun?
No,
from Laethel. From Laethel.
I'm speaking to him in the first person because he's experiencing it in first person.
Sorry, my
experiencing
brain's
what happened with Laethel.
struggling to follow. Baradun's experiencing Laethel's point
memory
of view.
of going years ago, going to the hags to make
and
these
Laethel
deals.
feeling jealous of Baradun
In the past.
in the
But
past,
also worried for him.
but also
also worried
worried for Baradun.
Yep.
Yeah,
Not such a bad guy,
Okay.
maybe.
possibly.
Again, probably better high
Laethel's-
sorcerer than
But
this fucking idiot.
but becoming more of a bad guy because he's had the trauma of his mother
Yeah, so it's like-
taken away.
He's
from him.
he now no longer has the trauma of his mother after this deal. Bavlorna, Hag of the Present, took his sense of empathy.
Oh, there it is.
He is incapable of truly feeling what others are experiencing. Without it, he is more likely to tend towards cruel acts. Endelin, Hag of the Future, took from him all of his hope of redemption. In every possible future, he is destined to pursue a path of power and greed until it kills him. And in return, they gave him little nudges and pushes with his arcane research to ensure that he stayed as the most brilliant, cutting-edge, out-of-the-box thinker in all of the lands. The reason he is unchallenged as head of arcane research. He is a brilliant mind.
And when the time is right, we will give you the means to sap Baradun of all his power.
It seems that they were the ones who gave him the idea for the machine that sapped your power back in episode 2.
Outrageous.
Fucking hags, bro.
Are these parts that were taken from Laethel parts we can get back? Or
As you come back out of your reverie and
We're not experiencing this.
No,
are we?
Baradun tells us all the details.
It's just in there.
You feel something. You feel like an uneasy pain inside you has eased now, as if it has dissolved into your person. This memory now being part of you. You can then. We hand wave to you, like having Rita take the memory from your head, put it in a vial, and then you put it back up.
I have the vial.
So the memory comes up as
I have the vial, or
she puts it in a vial. You put it up the nose so that everybody now can experience it.
Cool. So everyone.
So a way of expositioning. You've all experienced everything I've told you.
Sure.
Ricky, after that, says, I suppose a lot of that makes sense with how he acts and how he has acted. Does anybody mention the fact that you've met and dealt with these hags?
Yeah, I feel like we have either. It's hard to say whether or not this is a good thing or a bad thing, but we've killed 2 of those hags.
Which 2?
The Southern American one, and then the not raspy one.
Yeah.
What was the one we didn't?
The only one we
gave a
didn't. The
performance
only one we
one.
didn't kill was the raspy one.
That one.
The hag of the future.
That's right. So we did a performance for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, we brutally murdered the other ones. Did a play for that one.
The problem with the hags is it's going to be very difficult to defeat them. You said you've encountered them already? Pavlova, Pavlona, or whatever her name is.
Pavlova, yeah.
Killed her, squashed her. She turned into a bird, and I squashed her.
Oh, fantastic.
She did.
Scabbeth, however, much more dangerous.
Ripped her spine out.
Really?
Yeah.
And Endelyn, how did you kill her?
We gave Endelyn quite the show.
Oh, I see. How exploded her or what?
No, we did a theatre performance for her.
Yeah.
She
It
loved
was
it.
lovely. She loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean a
Big song and dance number,
a literal show?
A literal show.
Yeah.
It was great.
We told her literally everything we've ever done. We told her the chronological story of our story. It was great.
Ovation.
Yeah.
Through theatre, through the arts.
Yeah. Treading the boards.
You would have loved it.
She's probably the most dangerous one of the 3.
Right.
So what should we have done?
Maybe killed her.
Right.
We're feeling better than that.
Well, that was the day we tried to D&D.
We did.
Ricky tells you of his understanding of hags. They're very difficult to know too much about, but he is a high-level wizard and does understand a lot about magic. He says, as far as I understand, most hag deals are null and void when the hag dies. Which would mean that with Bavlona's death, Leothil will now remember his mother's death and the trauma that came with it.
Wasn't there something about didn't the hags get revived or something? Or am I high? Am I drunk?
What? So hang on. So
Probably, yeah.
The one.
Chucking back this whiskey, which keeps filling itself back up.
Bavlona was the past.
Hag of the past.
So now he's got Mary back. Who was the other one?
But he has no empathy, so he wouldn't feel anything about it.
Scabatha, his hag of the present, took his sense of empathy, and so he's probably got
He's got his
sense of
empathy back now.
Okay, so now we
which
can
means
probably
that now he
reason
can
with them.
probably be reasoned with.
So the only
However,
one left is
the hag that you didn't kill took from him all of the futures where he redeems himself.
What do you mean by it? Took from him all of the futures?
She's the hag of the future, and she took all of his futures where he is a good guy.
Not memories or aspirations.
Nope, she took those futures from him.
It's just literally
those futures are no longer
they're not possible
for him to achieve.
Okay, we gotta kill her.
I think we gotta go and find the hag again.
Or put on a fucking hell of a flag.
That is also an option. You can convince her to
to
let the deal loose, which is what you
what's
did
the hag of the
with
future's
play.
name?
Time to
Endelyn.
strut the
She's
boards.
the only remaining one. Okay.
So with Leothil still destined for a life of pursuing power until it kills
That's the
him,
one alive.
he's destined also for arcane breakthroughs, because with his drawbacks comes the things that they were giving him.
Yeah.
The brilliant ideas that he's had in his past, he's no longer capable of replicating those things because the hag of the past is gone. The brilliant innovation that he has in any present moment, that's gone.
Oh, so he's not.
He's not as innovative anymore.
Not as powerful.
But he is destined for brilliance.
But he must feel.
In this case, probably means high sorcerer.
Does he know that I did? He'd feel it, eh?
He
Maybe.
He would probably recognize.
He might go into
probably
like a
recognize
laboratory
that
and
he's
be like,
trying to do things, and he's like, "Why are the ideas not coming to me? Why do I
sucks
suck
so
now?"
much.
Yeah. And
Well,
why do I feel
he
for
may
that
not know
homeless
that the hags
person?
are dead
all the time?
necessarily.
He might not know that they're dead.
Yeah.
So he might think he's brilliant and go.
But so
check it
just to
out.
clarify, what am I just drunk? Wasn't there something about the fucking one from the past or the future or the present bringing the other one's fucking back or something?
I don't think so.
No.
Nothing.
You mean
nothing
Endelyn, the hag of the future?
Shut up.
Oh, I've already got one.
There you go.
Well
done. Good job.
Hang on, good job.
Yeah, right. All right. Okay.
Cool. So Ricky is surprised and astounded and looks at all of the other dolls that are all representations of people.
Do we quickly?
Yeah.
Can all 5 of us, the 4 of us,
Go through the rest of the day,
Ricky,
sticking them up your butt and finding.
What other dolls are there? What other dolls are there?
This is our downtime for the next hour.
Does Ricky or probably me? I don't think you
Recognize any of
the others.
You can take 20 on this, meaning you just take amount of time. There's no detriment to failing and trying again.
Yeah.
So therefore, you can just take 20, keep rolling till you get a 20, essentially. You don't recognize any of the others. They're mostly elven. There's a couple of human folk, but they're people that have probably gone to the hags in desperate need, desperate times, asking
none
for
that are
various different things.
Is this just Baradun for several hours?
Here you go. Here's another.
I'm less ashamed of it now. So.
What did you find out? Anything else?
Number 3, number 4, number 5.
Any new information about it?
Comedy retract.
Okay. So Baradun doesn't show up. I think this is the thumbnail. Is Baradun go?
Look, it's like a thumbnail.
Great.
Jump up its butt.
So there's no point in doing any more of these, I don't
Mid-30s,
think, if I don't
late
recognize
30s?
them.
Late 30, almost 40.
Almost 40.
Because all of these, two-thirds of these deals will also now be defunct because we've killed 2 of the hags. So it's pointless even finding out what they are.
Yep.
Because even if we found out what they were, and we're like, ooh, that person has this thing, it's not even the case anymore, so it doesn't even matter.
You don't want to just for shits and giggles?
Let's stick it up my butt. Hell yeah.
All right, Baradun, I want you to help me world build somebody. You find a statuette of what? An elf? Or
Let's
a human?
find an elf because it's a human, they're long dead.
All right, so you find an elf, and man, woman, child, elderly person.
Let's go for someone
Don't put the child
again,
up.
elven.
Middle-aged
old
elven.
could be dead.
Middle-aged elven man, woman.
Which one?
Middle-aged man.
Oh, yeah.
The big fat one?
You hand that over, and Ricky says, "That's not going. You need the
sorry.
lubricating,
Sorry.
unifying, binding theory."
Thank you, Bodger. Thanks for helping. And I don't even. I've lost so much shame.
You're not going to go, oh, okay.
I've lost so much shame now that he just kind of hikes up his.
Puts his foot up on the desk.
So, hang on a sec. All of these represent people's memories?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Can we
Deals that they've made and things. Yeah.
Right. Can we find more information out?
I suppose.
Go.
Oh,
Next.
that's.
Get up there. Get up there.
I don't think that's how it's gonna work. That's not gonna.
Come on. I'm okay. Can you,
Come on, Bodger.
Baradun,
get up
come
there.
on.
Do we need to know the deals of all these strange people?
It doesn't hurt to know. Knowledge is power.
I mean,
I don't.
doesn't hurt to know.
It hurts to know.
Are you spitting on them?
I don't think it's something that we need. We need the.
Come on,
Go.
You've actually got a point. I think it's a good idea.
Get up there. Come on. Oh, that's me.
I feel like this is one of those defining moments where people be like, "What's the difference between you guys and Critical Role?"
We stick stuff on our butts.
We stick
I
stuff
bet
on
you
our
can
butts.
find with scan and shot all of season 1. I bet you can find moments.
Yeah. Like you don't see anything, but I just kind of hike my robe.
Yeah. But you see enough leg to kind of
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, but you just kind of just go. Just a bit deep behind the eyes.
So between you, what is this? What did this elven? What did we say, man? What did this
older and like he's dressed in finery as well, so like he's probably
well-to-do.
he's probably
finery
like one
gentleman.
of the, maybe not necessarily one of 5 families, but possibly like high up.
Maybe one of them. What do we reckon he went
Hand me out,
to the
I have
hags to get?
I reckon
Just in case one day.
his wife cheated on him and he wanted to remove that memory to remove the pain.
Ah, okay, I like this. Oh, okay, this can tie in with something. All right, Baradun, you find yourself knocking on that same door, but your skin is slightly more tanned.
Sorry, hang on. I was too engrossed in that I wasn't listening.
He only just started.
But so what was that? Who?
You'll find out. You'll find out.
find
Listen to the thing I'm about to describe, and you'll find out.
Okay.
Baradun, you see yourself knocking on the door. Clear from your bone structure and your hands and things that you are still elven. Slightly more tanned skin, but still light. And the door opens, and the hag of the... Oh, before the door opens, you hear... I have to remind me what his name is.
Ah, it's Trenton.
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 Oh, Trenton.
And then,
Classic.
Trinbo Baggins.
or it will be Trinton, I suppose she would have said. It will be get the door, Bavlorna, it will be Trinton. And she opens the door, and Bavlorna is there, the big old yokel one. She's like, well, you're gonna made it a long way from where you're from, up in the Thilifern Islands. Why don't you come on in, Trinton? And he steps inside, and you can see yourself lift up and drop a hood. It's clear that he's like tried to not be seen. And he says, I take it you already know why I'm here. And Scabbeth says, well, I don't, love. I won't know for another hour yet. I won't know till you either tell us or till it's become the past. And Endelyn says,
But I do. You want rid of the pain.
He says, I can't live this life anymore. And then over the next course of the memory, he describes his wife having this other affair, having this whole thing, them trying to work through it a couple of times, and him not being able to deal with it. And then he stops himself, and she says, Scabatha this time, Hag of the Past, says, but that's not all, is it, love? You want rid of the other thing too? And he kind of looks towards her and he says, I don't like the feeling of regret for what I did. And she says, yeah, we can do that. What do we get in return? And I think one of them, she says, actually, Endelyn says,
I know what we'll give you. We'll give you what you've asked for. But we'll also put you in touch with a friend of ours. A friend called Dave.
Dave.
And you are baffled, but you agree to it. You think it's the start of the meeting as you hold your hand out, and Bavlorna grabs your hand, and as she grabs it, her long, gross fingernails cut the center of your palm, and then you end up realizing this is a blood binding agreement. And then they agree to put you in touch with a Dave, but then they're like,
we'll be in touch.
And then they usher you to the door and leave, and that's the entirety of the memory. Seems like that was enough for the deal.
Did I get the memory of him of what he was ashamed of?
He's done a lot of work to try and repress it, so he doesn't think about it directly anymore. You get the impression that it was something to do with killing someone.
Killed his wife, I reckon.
Or the.
Then the memory dissolves inside of you.
Who was trying to?
Oh, did the doll dissolve?
Yeah, the doll dissolves inside of you once it's inside.
This message will self-destruct as Mission Impossible.
Well, no, it's like a pill that you.
Was that the same with the Lathol doll?
I guess so.
It was dissolved inside of you.
Have I still got a doll inside
Sorry.
of me?
You do. Very, very different type of doll.
Different. But by the way, Bob, I'm sorry. You know the present I gave you for your birthday, the doll that I took back.
You've absorbed it into your asshole.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'll get you something else for your birthday.
Thank you, and this time don't absorb it inside your bum.
I'll try not to.
That's just a general rule for gifts. Any gift.
You know how we're doing YouTube shots of like various little clips? I think I want that without context of anything at all. I'm sorry, another gift I gave you for your birthday.
I absorbed it into my asshole.
I did.
It's gone.
That's definitely the outro and the teaser for the next episode.
Hey, Baradun.
Yeah? What?
Can I get my doll back, my birthday present? I mean, I'll wash it first, obviously.
It's the one.
Yeah, again, I will wash it, but I'd like it back.
It's gone, Bob.
What do you mean?
You know when you're feeling a little bit sick and you go to the local healer and they give you some medicine and you put it
in your mouth. What?
Well, you know, it's suppository. You put it up your butt and then it dissolves.
That's not how I take. Wait, did you dissolve Laethal in your ass?
I dissolved your birthday present in my ass.
Not again, Baradun.
I'm sorry.
Stop doing this with my birthday presents. First the crate hammer and now this.
I'm sorry. I just love putting things up my ass, Bob.
Oh, Jesus. All right, so continuing with more improvised things
I don't
that
think
people
so.
have made. No,
I've shoved enough up my butt for one day.
Do you need a cure wounds?
I don't think it's hurt me.
It doesn't hurt you. Like, well, they could be sharp.
We
I don't
lubed it
know.
up. We lubed
lubed it up.
You lubed it
Greg.
up. Okay. I'm just checking.
I'm uncomfortable with myself.
Yeah.
But I'm not hurt.
Okay, not hurt. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
And the rest
You're
of
just
you,
gonna
there's a
be
big pile
quiet
of his
for the
wooden
rest of the
dolls.
day,
If
just
any of the rest of you are
mean-
interested.
You know when someone's gone through something like kind of mildly traumatic and
Yeah.
they're just kind of sitting there just like,
You alright, Baradun?
Yeah.
"They're fine. Yeah.
Just kind of.
You know, I'm good.
I don't think he's doing all right. No. It's an ordeal the first time you do it. Hey.
You right there?
Hey, buddy.
Hey?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Doing okay?
Yeah, no, I'm all good. I'm fine.
Do you want
We
to-
don't think any less of you if that's what you're worried about.
No. How's your butthole? Do you need me to heal your butthole?
No, I'm good, Greg. Thank you, though. I appreciate you asking.
He can give you some guidance and the old...
I have a spell heal butthole. Do you want me to use
high-level spell.
my spell heal butthole? No,
Is that the spell I'm going to have to make in D&D Beyond now?
I thought I already had it.
Would you
I'm
like
sure
to,
it'll come in handy.
Would you like to take a seat?
It's a specific heal butthole spell.
Heal butthole. Heal butthole.
All right, so you spend some amount of time with Bodger interested, it sounds like.
Well, I mean, if everyone's doing it. I mean,
Just a bonding moment, just to help Baradun get over his...
I just don't want Baradun to feel weird about it.
You start searching through them. That guy's too thin.
Guys, I feel like we should kind of move on with it.
My realm's always so thin, damn it.
I feel like we should move on.
We'll
as
reach
well.
out and then you just slap his like.
Okay.
like
All right, never mind.
And
All
I
right.
scrape all the dolls back into my bag of holding.
for me for later.
Oh, is that what you
Ricky
call it?
Ricky then gives you another. He continues with the documents that he's gotten.
Anyway, he's like, so should we, you guys finish sticking shit up your ass? Should we move on? We're like, oh yeah, Ricky. Right, yeah.
Sorry, I forgot you were here, Ricky.
That was the whole thing.
That got weird.
Ricky's had a long rest.
Okay, Baradun, do another one.
Can I put one up my butt?
Yeah.
Ultimately, what it comes down to is that because
Here,
you
look,
failed
you
to
take that one.
Evelyn,
You take that one.
Lathel
You
is
take that
irredeemable.
one.
Okay.
Right, I think that's that one.
So
Two of them.
what it means for the rest of your quest, the rest of your guys, so it's gonna be. Hey, stop it! Stop putting things on your butthole! Exposition for the rest of the campaign. It's the quest that you need to go on for the rest of the. I've been outlining.
Okay.
I've worked so hard on it.
Sorry, Mr. What's his name again? Who is this guy?
Laethel.
Laethel. Sorry, Laethel. Sorry, mate.
Anyway, he hands you a copy of the original written statement from Master Padrick reporting that the stars pointed to Kelathak being transported.
Stop. No.
That's not what we're doing.
Master Padrick reported at the time that the stars, with him being a divination wizard, the stars pointed to Kelathak being transported against his will to another plane. This was the original document that was forged by this guy.
Oh, we saw this, but it was redacted or something?
You did, yeah. There was parts of this that were redacted from Yaris Goldhorn's notes, and it was mostly speculation. Now you've got the actual written document. And then finally, he says, I have a few... I have one more memory to show you. He takes out another vial, sticks it into Rita's nose, and her eyes open and project this illusion to the room, this memory to all of you, seeing it through first person. So the memory picks up with him in a similar setting as the last one, where he's teaching Laethil a spell. And he says, this is me teaching Laethil a spell that I'd developed in my research into duplicating or forging entire people instead of documents. I was looking into whether it would be possible to grow from a cell or so, like an entire person that was you, to use as a secondary version of yourself. You see, as the thing plays out, that Laethil starts asking a bunch of questions, like, this creature that is grown, is it under your command? And Ricky says, no, I don't believe so. Laethil thinks for a moment and says, could it be? Possibly, I'm not sure. I'm just what I've gotten, and he's showing off this this prototype. Essentially, it's growing in like this glass vat, that he's lugged into Laethil's office, and it looks like a child version of Ricky. It's all sort of Keanu Reeves over in Matrix, and he's all in this bubble of goo. And he uses it from the current developmental period. It seems like it would take 120 or so days, give or take, to grow to full maturity, and I'm not sure if it becomes sentient at that point. Laethil says, "Is it only yourself that you can replicate?" I don't believe so. I did have to, and he brings up his hand and shows that there's a huge scar in the center of his palm. He said I had to cut out a chunk of my flesh in order to have something to start from. But if I'll go to the clerics to regenerate that at some point. This is right. So a chunk of flesh, you say? He says yes, about a cubic inch or so. Eventually, Laethil gets to the end of this scene as it's playing out for you and says,
Next time
on. There's still urethras.
Let's talk about the divvy of the loot.
What loot? Give me my fucking ring back.
No!
Give our ring back.
You can take your shirt that you wanted so much.
"Are you wearing it, by the way?"
Nice kind of flowy shirt.
If you enjoyed that and you want to help us make more content like this, the best way you can support us is always going to be Patreon. The button should be somewhere around me, so click it and help us make more content.
What can I get for you?
I'll have a Patreon.
Me too.
Thank you.